unsnap. Alright, guys. Mike Zupan here with bite-sized impressions, and I'm playing a little Jurassic World. Lego Jurassic World, that is. Interestingly enough, I'm sitting here playing this. I actually saw Jurassic World yesterday for my second time. I was home from work. I was watching my son because he is off for the summer now. My wife is a teacher and she's off from her school in a couple days, so I had to watch him yesterday and decided it would be a good chance to take him to his first 3D movie. He has seen the first Jurassic Park on TV, and none of it really seemed to frighten him, nor did the more creepier parts of Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters 2, so I said, you know what, I think he could handle this. And I took him, and he loved it. There were a couple of times where he jumped at jump scares where other people would jump too, but then he would look at me right after and he'd smile. He loved it. So, it was cool. I got my chance to see it for the second time. He got to see it for his first time. Son is finally getting into watching cool movies, which makes me happy because I've always been a huge film buff. Probably not as much as I probably should be. I mean, I call myself a film buff. There's a lot of movies that I probably should have seen that I haven't seen. But it is what it is. But needless to say, I have a huge respect for film. And that's all things that have been filmed. I'm talking about television and everything. The whole shebang. Always had major respect for that. And I've always appreciated the history of filmmaking. Right now, I'm controlling the Ian Malcolm Lego character. As I had a couple of days ago wrapped up the first installment of Jurassic Park in Lego Jurassic World. And I'm now playing the Lost World bit of the game. And I've got to say, so far, it's really fun. As you can see, if you're a little bit of completionist crazy, collecting all these bits might drive you a little bananas, or not. If you're patient and you just want to have fun, this is a perfect game for you to play. Most people have played some form of a Lego title or other. Lego has been extremely popular outside of just toys for some years at this point. They've obviously done a plethora of parody takes on popular franchises such as Indiana Jones and Star Wars and Marvel and Batman. And now, of course, Jurassic World. Let me just walk down this way a little bit and see if there's anything worth really exploring or looking. There's a stegosaur. This is... Okay, this is the area from before. This was the end of the last level, actually. It's kind of weird that you can just kind of walk your way back here. I mean, it looks like everything's connected. And I know that the game has free play, but I don't think that means that you can just, walk through the entire island, unsupervised. Or maybe it does, I don't know. Maybe a little bit more exploration is in hand. As you can see, there's these little blue money chips. You don't collect those, but you follow them. They are your guide to where you should be going. But yeah, this has been, as I've said on previous streams of this, it's been a really pleasant experience for me, this game. I mean, I've spent most of my year thus far as this generation is concerned, playing mostly Bloodborne and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt with a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare thrown into the mix just to keep things a little interesting. It didn't last very long, did it? So because I've been playing mostly very intense games this year, it's been a real pleasure to just kind of kick back and play a game like this where you can really just kick back and have an entirely stress-free experience that's fun. And, you know, this might not fit the bill every single time. You know, I feel like, I just kind of want to just sit back and have nonsensical fun. You know, it's not like I'm crazy about the Lego games. I mean, I think I've missed most of the Lego Star Wars titles. I haven't played the Batman ones. I have played the Indiana Jones. I have played those. It's just, it's gotta be something that's combined with something I really enjoy. Like in this case, I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park. I mean, growing up, I mean, it was one of my favorite movies of all time. Is it a perfect film? No. Does it have certain issues? Of course, but you gotta think, you have to give it that as far as summer blockbusters are concerned, you know, especially when it comes to excitement and a little bit of warmth and heart, and of course the spectacle. Jurassic Park is one of the best movies of all time in that arena. I knew there'd be something to shoot. So I got across, don't see anything I can make do with here. Gotta be able to shoot something. So who's my shooter? It's gotta be this guy. And that feeling with Jurassic Park has never gone away for me. Which is really quite incredible. I mean, it's really something that has suited me very well throughout every age of my life. And as I was saying, I mean, it's kind of a miracle that the film ever was able to work as well as it did. And the reason why I say that is because Steven Spielberg was, if I'm recalling my facts correctly, it's been a while since I've, you know, read up on this, so. But he was pretty much, like, working on Schindler's List, which was his, you know, his opus, basically. You know, one of the most important films at that point that he had ever made, and he was breaking his back trying to get that done. But what we were seeing was him doing that and then kind of swapping back and forth to do Jurassic Park. It is incredible to me. Oh my gosh, she jumps into that too? I had no idea Sarah Harding was the jump-in poop lady. Okay. That's interesting information, and it's good to know. Oh, here we go.
Here's another fascinating fact for you.
Alright, so, it's really incredible that he was able to bang out Jurassic Park like he did. And have it be so good.
This is as good a place as any for base camp.
This is a game trail, Mr. Ludlow. If you want me to run your little camping trip, I'm in charge, okay?
Okay.
Peter, get into the outrigger. You're closing in on her. The one with the big red horn, the pompadour.
Those are some major league toys.
Simply put, InGen is seeking limited partners to defray some of our expansion costs. You don't bring people halfway around the world to visit a zoo. You bring the zoo to them. Mr. Hammond knew this before he ever dreamt of an island. He began construction on an amphitheater.
It's so funny how
San
much
Diego
fat
is
they
the
just
perfect
cut out.
site. It could be completed and ready to receive visitors in less than a month.
We're taking these animals out of here. Back to the mainland.
I think I should tell you guys. Hammond told me these people might show up. He did send a backup plan.
What backup plan?
Me?
So what's really kind of funny, though, is he was able to make summer blockbuster gold with the first Jurassic Park under nearly impossible, you know, time constraints.
My depth perception is terrible.
And yet, he made The Lost World, which is the Lego version I'm playing right now of, and he was able to devote his time to that, and it turned out not to be so hot. It had a lot of decent things going for it, but at the same time, it was also very... it just kind of degenerated.
They can't be here. Get them!
I mean, the latter... I mean, what was pretty much supposed to be the big finale for the film ended up being just like this really lame, cheesy, you know, monster attacks the city kind of movie. And that's not what Jurassic Park is all about.
I think I can see something through the gate. Can you move the spotlight?
Oh, okay. Let's let her get into the poop here.
Hey, what's going on down there?
Someone's let the Pachycephalosaurus out!
Alright, so they want us to heal that little guy. It seems. Let me just look around down here real quick, make sure there wasn't anything I missed, and there was a little bit. Yeah, I mean, The Lost World, when it first came out, I was still very much in awe of the whole thing, and I really did enjoy it, but the older that I get, the less I appreciate it. And I think a lot of it would work much better if it wasn't so long and drawn out. That's really a big part of the problem with that film, The Lost World. I mean, the first Jurassic Park felt pretty tight, and The Lost World was just sort of... The Lost World was just overinflated. This gives us one of the things that it needs. I am a little bit of a completionist here, so I do apologize for that if it's a little boring to watch, but... Yes, got an extra heart. Jurassic Park 3, since I'm talking about the films. A lot of people crap on it, and for good reason. It's certainly not a fitting Jurassic Park film by any means, but if you just want to take it as sort of a dinosaur film joyride, it serves its purpose well enough for that. I mean, it is kind of fun to just turn off your brain to. I didn't mean to hit that thing. There we go. But it paid very little respect to, you know, the original Jurassic Park. It didn't really have much respect for the dinosaurs as they were presented in the first film. I mean, they felt like entirely different creatures, which was a major bummer. At least the Lost World got that right, you know? Yep. Give me the shroom. Fortunately, it's got to go to a dinosaur. Sweet, full health again. Oh, baby. That was nice. That really was nice. Even though The Lost World wasn't really a good Jurassic Park movie, it's certainly fun to play as in LEGO Jurassic World.
Uh-oh. Trouble's brewing.
And go get him. What's this all about? Not like I can get in there. Or can I? Huh. Alright.
What the? There shouldn't be anyone else on the island. Capture them!
Sorry. Didn't mean to knock your block off. Oh god, it's probably the worst game joke I've made on stream since that one from The Witcher 3. Probably should have played through this bit of the game last night, but I was playing Earthbound on the Super Nintendo upstairs.
The Bigosaurus has escaped.
It was a lot of fun.
Learn their names, man.
It's my first time going through that game, and it's been a blast. So.
Let me tell you about some of the attractions we have in store for the park. For a start, we'll have a Pachycephalosaurus petting zoo. Of course, those particular dinosaurs have a habit of headbutting anything they want. But the same is true of goats, and no one seems okay with
Oh, the fire hurt? For real?
Another plan is to use Brachiosaurus as flies, thanks to their long necks. And as they're herbivores, they're extremely unlikely to eat any of the visitors. We think we'll lose one, perhaps 2 in every 1,000, which is well within our safety margins.
That was the thing about The Lost World, is that they really went over the top, like making the business type seem so very villainous. Like, we get it, but it didn't have to be that in our face, you know?
A particularly profitable money spinner will be the Triceratops ring toss, a variant of the fairground mainstay with the added difficulty of the competitors having to get the hoops over a moving target. I'd wager that one will bring in quite the pretty penny.
Hold on, Triceratops, I'll get to you. I need to get paid first here, though. Get my money. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who's this for? Not me.
One might say it'd be up and running.
He's got a broken leg. Let's get in the car before they hear us.
Out of your mind? Do you have any idea what that is? You're nuts.
Where are you going, Dad?
Mommy's very angry.
So that should make an interesting chapter in your book.
double cheeseburgers with everything. No onions on mine.
I don't know, we'll turn it over.
Oh, come on.
Hola! Enrique! No, not Enrique. It's Ian.
This is getting a little annoying.
Hold on! I'm coming! I'm coming!
I should have enough stuff up here to fill that up and get true survivor for this level. I mean, there's people dangling off a cliff right now, but you know, whatever. As I said, I gotta get paid. There we go. And besides, you can use the in-game currency to buy stuff like you know, different characters and vehicles and dinosaurs. They really do cut through a lot of the fat with the Lost World section of Lego Jurassic World, which is great. The new Jurassic World movie was really fantastic, and I know I talked about it earlier, but did such a good job paying respect to the franchise. I mean, I really can't imagine them making a Jurassic Park sequel much better than that. Really. And as a matter of fact, I'm a little concerned because the director obviously respects the source material so much, and I'm talking about the original film, not the Michael Crichton novel, that he really went out of his way to try and make sure he stayed true to that. And he did, and he really did make it feel like a Jurassic Park film, which is not something I have felt really since the original movie.
Oh, increase your rate of climb.
Ugh.
was that?
Oh, come on. It came right down the middle. How cheap was that? Uh-oh. Here we go.
Our communication equipment's been destroyed. We're stuck here, ladies and gentlemen, and stuck together thanks to you people.
At least we came prepared. There's a communications center here, in the old operations building. If we can get here, we can send a radio call for the airlift.
Nice. And I gotta say, I thought in the new Jurassic World movie I was going to be really turned off by the heavy use of CGI for the dinosaurs, and there were some practical dino effects going on, but for the most part they were CGI. But I mean, with the way technology is nowadays, I don't care what a lot of people say. I think it all ended up looking really fascinating. I've seen the movie twice, and I would totally see it again, but I won't be going to the theaters again. I'll wait till Blu-ray. Alright, let's skip this. Oops. Oh, there is some stuff here I can grab. And by the way, I know I was just talking about Jurassic World, the movie, but I won't be discussing anything spoilerific at all. Not even in the least. All I really have to say is that I was extremely skeptical considering what they've done with Jurassic Park sequels in the past. And just how magical the original was. I can do story or free play right now. Very cool. But they really did great. I really can't complain at all about the new movie. If I want to go into movie critic mode and I want to really say what issues the film had, I would just say overall, I would just say that the supporting cast was not nearly as memorable as the original cast. And I'm talking like, you know, Dennis Nedry, Ian Malcolm, Tim and Lex, all that stuff. But I do think the leads worked out quite well. But what I am scared for is that the new director is... He's saying he wouldn't really come back for another one, and it's not that he didn't have a great time doing Jurassic World. It's just that he feels like, you know, Jurassic Park is... He's got so much respect for it. He believes that it's bigger than he is, essentially. And that other directors deserve to get in there and provide their vision and their take on it and put their own stamp on it. And I'm not really sure now that I've seen the effort that he put forth in Jurassic World and just how much respect he paid to the original film. I'm not really sure I want someone else to take over. But more than that, I'm not really sure how they can do another movie without messing it up. The reason why Jurassic World works as well as it does is because it kind of, you know, it plays off the whole, you know, idea that, you know, it's 20 years later. It's time to move on and open the park, you know, and technology's come a long way. There's lots of different things that they can do, and that's exactly what they do. But, like, what, you know, where do you go from there in order to make it seem like you're not telling the same story over and over and over again? Okay, try to open park again. Bad stuff happens. Like, what do? Bring it all mainland? I think that takes away from what Jurassic Park is. I'd be perfectly content. Hold on a second here. It's not quite what I was looking to do. Not really sure how to get him out of there if that's not going to work. Can I shoot that? It's interesting that I have this mushroom. I don't even know what I need it for yet. Oh, here we are. Now I gotta get the mushroom again. Son of a gun. Here we go. Oh boy, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't fun. Because it totally was. Oh, by the way, that means now...
Little pest looks a lot bigger close up. That idiot bird said they weren't dangerous. Hey, Carter! Where are ya? We're meant to be safety partners.
just isn't a proper campfire without s'mores. I could really go for one right about now.
Oh, what? I turned my back for 5 seconds and the little pests have dragged my gun up a tree. I should have signed up to that other mission on the island full of kittens instead.
You want to learn something new, huh? Then I'm happy to help.
Little factoids are pretty interesting too.
The operations building is right down in there. A mile and a half.
Now I know what's coming.
Cliffs. We'll let them sleep. One more hour.
Oh no. What is that?
Don't run!
Last time I played a running away level, I did not do very good at collecting enough pieces in order to satisfy the
It's okay. That's not how it works, you stupid.
the gold bolt up the top center of the screen that appears, letting me know how much I did or didn't collect. Which kind of bothers me because I love trying to collect everything I can. This just gets so crazy sometimes, as you can see. It's hard to pay attention to what's going on. Damn. Oh, I totally missed that. Totally missed it. Again, I have to say how much I appreciate they really cut out a lot of the fat from the Lost World in this. You're just going through all the exciting moments, which is great.
Ooh.
Not into the long grass!
Oh, sweet. You know, Lego Jurassic World is also on 3DS. Like, is it the same, or does it look like severely gimped? Like, I really don't know. I'd be interested to see, but I'm certainly never gonna spend money to find out.
Hey, 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 hey! Look at this. I think it's RJ's back. Go, go.
Alright, so this is pretty much like any other level. And since this is a checkpoint here... Oh, look, there's even a safe spot right there. And I've got nobody in my party who can actually perform that action right now. Oh well. They definitely make it, I believe, so that, you know, you're going to want to come back and replay certain sections of the game via free play. Each level has free play, I guess, open up once you beat it. They want you to come back with other characters and collect more stuff, which definitely adds a bit more replay value to the game, but I'm good just kind of going through the levels one time and playing through the stories and collecting everything like right now that I'm seeing in my path, and that's about it. I really don't have too much of an inkling to want to go through and replay through the games a bunch of times. Wow, that one compy just messed me the F up. Took away like 2 or 3 bars of my health. Oh, Sarah, get over here, darling. I need you to dive into the poo for me. At least there was a reward. You know you've got yourself a solid gal when she'll dive in a big pile of shit for you. By the way, there's a couple people watching right now. Thank you for joining me. I don't make it a habit to spam much on my thing here, so I will say one time, please go to bitesizeimpressions.com. We recently did a post E3 Impressions podcast. Oh, the compies. Alright. It was me and 4 other guests on the panel, and we pretty much talked about everything. We talked Microsoft's, Sony's, Nintendo's, Ubisoft's, Electronic Arts, Bethesda. Oops. We talked about all those conferences. Square Enix a little bit. And it's a really lengthy, involved, in-depth discussion, so check it out. I'm also working on a new article right now. I have mentioned so on the Twitter, but I haven't mentioned it, what it was about. It's basically in regards to what I'm seeing in regards to sales and consumers, you know, what they need to be careful of when they see, you know, especially right now. We're in the time where the internet, it makes... Ooh. I'm beating Dilophosauruses with my bare fists. That's pretty great. Mainly talking about, like, Steam sales. More specifically, recently there was,
That's not funny.
a sale where Grand Theft Auto, which was on sale, oh, okay, I gotta be running. Yeah, where Grand Theft Auto 5 was on sale on Steam for the terrific price of $59.99. And I guess that was a mistake, but even so, this sort of thing happens all the time. I mean, just pay attention to the prices on the PS Store. You get those big sales events going down, well, the price that they mark it down from during those sales is more than what the quote-unquote regular price was the week before, often enough. And it's not just with video games. I mean, this is a good thing to pay attention to in all walks of life. I mean, you know, Amazon is guilty of doing the same thing. I mean, they normally heavily discount the products that they sell anyway, right? Right. But boy, if they have a sale coming, you better believe they're gonna reduce the normal amount of savings before they actually go ahead and mark down the item for sale. So, you always have to be careful when you're buying stuff on the internet. So you can expect that article to be up on the website fairly soon. It's almost done. I just need to have time to sit down and actually hammer out the rest of it. Okay, who is this? Okay. And I don't have that person with me.
Oh, it's tickling me. No. For the love of everything, it's tickling me. Oh, no, not the sides. I thought I was going to be eaten. Like some kind of pie. Possibly chicken.
Chicken pie, huh?
Go into the long grass. This was the worst idea ever.
You're telling me my hay fever is acting up a storm.
Steam sales are an interesting phenomenon anyway, just because everybody loves a great deal. But most of the people who actually game on the PC and have a Steam account, like at this point, they literally have more games than they're ever going to be able to play in their life if they actually were able to sit down and play each game back to back to back to back for the rest of their lives. Ooh, shiny toy.
Oh, wow. I owe you my life. Can I give you $10 instead?
So, you know, ask yourself, why do we keep buying more and more and more and more games if we know we're probably never going to get around to playing some of those titles? Ever. You can kid yourself and say, yeah, I'm going to play it eventually. But will you really? The answer is simple. It's because the deal was too good to pass up, and it all comes down to how our brains are wired, chemically speaking. We have literally been conditioned to love the whole sale thing. Sales are designed in order to allow businesses in order to trigger a dopamine response in our brains. So you see a sale, and because we have a positive association with sales, we get excited. And dopamine, the chemical, is linked very highly between desire and reward. So you get excited, and if the deal's good enough after your mental assessment, you kind of feel like you won, you know? So it sort of almost becomes like it's a drug. You have that positive mental affiliation in your brain. Alright, what's the deal here? So that all plays into the whole sale thing. It's not just there in order to make us feel good. In order to make us happy. it's supposed to be a mutually beneficial transaction. We're supposed to be happy because we got a deal. The business is supposed to be happy because they're getting you into the store, and hopefully you're buying not just that, but other things, and you know, they're making you make impulse sales based on their sales tactics. Is there someone with a gun on hand? No. No. There's something oh, you know what? I know exactly what it is. I didn't think she had this ability like Lex did in the first Jurassic Park, in Lego Jurassic World, of course. Lex has the capability of screaming like her and shattering glass. I just wasn't putting it together with this particular character. Sweet, let's go. By the way, video game news-wise, today was an interesting day. Sony ended up accidentally, I guess, or somebody did. Somebody accidentally put up Drive Club, the PS Plus edition, on the PS Store. And some people were able to download it, and they're playing it, and they're able to enjoy it, but then they came out and said, oh, sorry, we had to pull it because the servers aren't ready. The game has been out for 8 freaking months already.
They said the communication center is in the operations room. So I'll get in there and I'll send the radio call, all right? I'll see you there. Every second counts. Anyone who thinks they can keep up, welcome to try.
Absolutely love how they use the original voice work from the films for this, instead of just keeping all the Lego protagonists silent like they normally do. Or at least last I knew. I haven't played a Lego game in a long time. Also, Bungie today made the announcement after a lot of people got pissed off at them the other day because they're really arrogant about selling the collector's edition for the Taken King, or whatever that new expansion for Destiny is called. People were mad because the collector's edition is $80 and it includes both the core game and the expansion, and also exclusive DLC, which basically is a big middle finger to the people who have been supporting the game since day one. Because if they want the exclusive DLC, some of which is, I think, exotics that grant like additional experience point boosts, which is bullshit, they would have to shell out the $80 for that edition. No way around it. So after a lot of complaining, they're like, oh, well, you know, don't worry about it, because while you won't be able to get the stuff in the collector's edition, Destiny loyals who have been playing in the last year will get stuff that's even better. But of course, this only came after the outrage. That wasn't their plan to offer the loyal fans something better. It's just sort of a way to sort of appease people and shut them up, and it absolutely blows my mind. Is this only if you get all 100? Whoa. We've got a dead velociraptor, do we? What was this for? Oh, it's for... Oh, it's for Ellie. So I don't know. I just really hope that Destiny fans can see what's happening and not really accept this offering, whatever it end up whatever it might end up being. We'll let you know on Thursday what we're gonna give you. Why Thursday? Because you need time to figure it out. Oh, holy crap, it's 10:40 here. That means I gotta go to bed. I have a long day at work tomorrow. Let me see if there's one of those little save pods up here. No. Nice. I'll tell you, sitting here for just an hour through the Lost World storyline, and I've already flown through a good chunk of the movie.
I'm Mr. DNA.
I started this evening playing, like, if you've ever seen the Lost World, right after that initial Stegosaurus attack, when they were guarding their young, when they first stumble upon Sarah in the jungle. So, you know, we're kind of getting near the end here.
Nick! Nick Van Owen!
Nah. Alright, so this is the beginning of a new level. As for me, I need to go to bed, as I said before. Again, remember, if you didn't find this on my Twitter, go to bitesizeimpressions.com, and that's bite with a Y. And it's an independent site of mine. I mean, it's just mainly me doing most of the work on there. I write lengthy editorials about stuff that is in the best interest of the consumer. I do podcasts, I do little opinion videos, and I stream regularly. So most nights I'm on here for at least an hour, sometimes two, just streaming and having a bit of fun and shooting the shit. I'm gonna need this one. Nope. What am I missing here? Going this way, I suppose. Oh, duh, there's a grab bar right here for Miss Gymnastics to hop over. Seriously, though, I really do need to go to bed. Have a good night, everybody. Xbox, Snap, Twitch. Stop broadcast.